Hello children, welcome to the YouTube channel of Welkin National School, Vasai East. This is Mrs. Mamata Biju, your subject teacher of SST. Today I will be teaching for standard 8, that is Geography, chapter number 5, Ocean Currents. Try this. Material required: a large metal tray. They have given this large material tray, then water, then plastic sequin, then spirit lamp, etc. Now plastic sequin is inside this. Can you see this? These are all red color, yellow color plastic sequin. Okay, then they have taken the spirit lamp. Okay, the following activity should be carried out by students under the supervision of the teacher. So what they have said in the figure 5.1, keep the large metal tray on a stand. What you have to do, you have to keep a metal tray on the stand, fill it with water. You have to pour the water in that. After the water becomes still, means once you pour the water, that waves should not be there. When it becomes still, means there should be no waves. Leave the sequence in them. Then you have to pour that sequence in them, and after some time the sequence will start floating in the water. After some time you will see this sequence will start floating. It will be on upper part of the water and become still too. Okay, it will be in the still situation. Observe all these things. After some time light the spirit lamp. Then after observing it, you have to light this spirit lamp and place it below one corner of the tray. You have to place it below one corner of the tray. Observe what happens. See figure 5.1. On the basis of the observation, discuss in the class and put forth your opinion regarding the experiment. Consider the following questions for the same. Geographical explanation. It will occur to you that as temperature of water increases, the plastic sequence move from one place to another. As the temperature rises, the density of water decreases and it becomes lighter, and therefore the water having low temperature, which is heavier, replaces the water with higher temperature. After some time, the sequence start moving in a circular motion. There is a movement of these sequence because of the flow of water. Now what they have explained in this paragraph, that when the temperature keeps increasing, you will see that plastic sequence this moves from one place to other. In this experiment, when the temperature increases, the density of water decreases and it becomes light. So the water which the temperature is less, it removes the water with higher temperature, and then slowly the sequence starts moving in the circular motion, and the sequence moves only with the movement of the flow of water. A very strange incident occurred in the Pacific Ocean in the year 1992. A cargo ship sailed towards America from Hong Kong. While traveling through the Pacific Ocean near the Hawaii Island, a container full of toys fell into the ocean and broke. Around 28,000 rubber toys started floating on the ocean. This incident occurred in 10th January 1992. Now a strange thing happened. After around 10 months, on 16 November 1992, some of these toys reached the coast of Alaska. Some of them crossed the Bering Strait and moved up to the Arctic Ocean by the year 2000. Some of them also floated to Atlantic Ocean from the Arctic. Some of these reached the eastern coast of America in 2003, and some of the toys had even reached the European coast by 2007. From the Hawaii Island, some toys took the route to Australia. See figure 5.2 and 5.3. Why did the toys travel in this way? Now here they have given the picture of a toy duck which got traveled in many ways. Okay. Now in this paragraph they have explained that a very long time ago an incident occurred in the Pacific Ocean in the year 1992. A cargo ship was sailing towards America from Hong Kong through Pacific Ocean near Hawaii Island, and a very big and full container of toys fell into the ocean and it got broke, and these toys were rubber toys. Now which were floating on the ocean. This incident occurred on 10th June, 10th Jan 1992. A strange and shaking thing happened after 10 months, that some of the toys, after floating slowly it reached to the coast of Alaska, and some toys reached to the Bering Strait and moved to the Arctic Ocean by the year of 20,000, and some got flooded to Atlantic Ocean from the Arctic. Now in 2003 some toys reached to the eastern coast of America and some to the European coast in 2007. It got reached directly to the Australia. Geographical explanation. The ocean water can be divided into two parts based on depth, surface water and deep water. The upper layer extends up to 500 meter from the sea level. Below 500 meter depth, the region from sea level to the depth of 500 meter is considered to be the surface water. Sunlight can reach till its depth. The movements in this layer occur mainly due to the differences in the temperature and salinity. The planetary winds give speed to the ocean currents. Now over here they have explained that ocean water is divided into two parts, that is, first is depth surface water and second is deep water. Now surface water means the region from sea level to the deepness of 500 meter where the sunlight reach to the depth, and this movement occurs due to the differences in temperature and salinity. The planetary winds which give speed to the ocean, these are the planetary winds which give speed to the ocean currents. They have given the map showing the distribution of toys in the ocean. Now that got reached to many of the parts. The red color they have given, so this toy got reached to in many parts of the country. In January 1992 it reached to Hong Kong, then it reached to Tacoma, many places it's reached. 2003, then in 2007. Okay. Horizontal surface ocean currents. The flow on the surface of the ocean moves only 10% of the oceanic water. The surface flow is considered up to 500 meter of depth. The discharge of water in the oceans is measured in Sverdrup unit. It is equivalent to 1 million cum second discharge. The horizontal flow of ocean water occurs as warm and cold currents. These currents flow from equator to the poles and from the poles to the equator. These currents are pushed to long distance by the planetary wind. As a result, the ocean water flows from equator to both the poles and vice versa. You have studied the map given in figure 5.4 earlier. Study the map given in and answer the following questions. Now in this paragraph they have said that now the surface flow is only more of the 10% of water moves. Now this flow is up to the 500 meter of the depth. Now mainly the discharge of water in the ocean is measured in Sverdrup unit. Now which is similar to 1 million cum second discharge. Now this flow of ocean water occurs as warm and cold currents. Now there is continuous process that current flows from the equator to the poles and from that poles to the equator. Now this current reaches to the long distance of the planetary wind. Now they have given this 5.4 ocean currents. If I tell you the name, that is index, warm currents they have given the red mark arrow, and the cold currents they have given blue mark arrow. So in this map you can see the red mark arrows and the blue mark arrows. And if I take the example, like if I ask you where is the warm currents in the areas or in the country, see, over here equatorial currents are there near to the equator. Over here these are all warm currents. Then over Gulf Stream this is also warm currents. Then these are the cold currents. Blue one is the cold currents. These are the cold currents. Okay. Geographical explanation. We have studied that ocean currents are formed due to the differences in temperature, density and planetary winds. In addition, the following reasons are also responsible for the direction of flow of ocean currents and their velocity. Now, what they have said in the geographical explanation, because of the differences in the temperature, ocean currents are formed. Now, the direction of the flow of ocean currents and their velocity. In the northern hemisphere, it moves in clockwise direction, and in the southern hemisphere, it moves in the anti-clockwise direction. Rotation of the earth. Because of the rotation of the earth, the ocean current moves in clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and in anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Continental structure. According to the alignment of the coastline, the direction of the ocean current changes. The velocity of the ocean current is around 2 to 10 km per hour. The ocean currents are divided into two types, cold currents and warm currents. Now, in the continental structure, they have explained in this paragraph that the direction of the ocean currents changes due to the alignment of the coastline. Its velocity of the ocean current is up to 2 to 10 km per hour. Now, the ocean currents are divided into two types, that is cold currents and warm currents. Now, let's see the effects of the ocean surface currents on human life. Ocean currents especially affect the climate of the regions having proximity to the sea. In cold region where warm ocean currents flow, climate become warmer. In some region, the amount of precipitation increases. For example, the warm ocean currents flowing near Western Europe, southern Alaska and Japanese coast reduce the intensity of the winter there and make them warmer. As a result, these ports do not freeze in winters. Had ocean currents been absent, the ocean water would have remained still. In such waters, the biotic component would have been devoid of food. Consequently, marine life and its ecosystem would have been limited in its extent. In region where cold and warm current meet, plankton, vegetation, algae, etc. grow. This is the food for the fish. Therefore, fish come here in the large number and breed. This has in turn lead to formation of large fishing grounds. Grand Bank near the North American coast in Atlantic Ocean and Dogger Bank near the European coast are some of the examples. With the respect to the water transport too, the ocean currents are very important. If the transportation is done according to the flow of ocean currents, the speed of the ships increase and the fuel is saved too. Near the coast where cold current flow, the amount of precipitation is low. For example, in Peru, Chile and arid desert of southwest Africa. At places where the cold and warm currents meet, thick fog is formed. Such fog create problem for transportation. The warm Gulf Stream and the cold Labrador currents meet near the Newfoundland island. This leads to dense fog. Because of the cold currents, icebergs are carried away from the polar area. If such icebergs come along the marine routes, they are hazardous to the ship. Now, in this paragraph, they have explained that. Let me give you this, show you this deep ocean currents. This is the map they have given of the deep ocean currents. Now, the effects of the ocean surface current on human life. They have explained that ocean currents affect climate in the region to the sea. Now, during cold region, warm currents flow, and because of this climate, it becomes warmer. In this, the precipitation increases. Example, like in some countries, the warm ocean currents flows near to the Western Europe, southern Alaska, then Japanese coast. It reduces the cold and it makes it warmer. Now, which makes the ports freeze in winter. Even the marine life and its ecosystem affects to a certain extent. The region where cold and warm currents meet, plankton, vegetation, algae grow, which is the food for the fish. So, the fish gathered here is in large numbers and breed. Now, which makes the formation of large fishing grounds. Now, for example, like Grand Bank near the North American coast in Atlantic Ocean and Dogger Bank near the European coast. Now, ocean currents are very important for water transport. Because of these currents, the speed of the ships increases and the fuel is also saved. Where the amount of precipitation is low, the cold currents flow, example like in Peru, then Chile and the desert of southwest Africa. In some region where the cold and warm current meet, thick fog is formed. Now, which create problem for the transportation. Now, example like the warm Gulf Stream and the cold Labrador currents meet near the Newfoundland island, which leads to the dense fog. Then cold currents create icebergs, but such icebergs reaches to the marine route and which is very dangerous to the ship. Now, they have given the deep ocean currents, the level of the water and the sea level, how it works. Deep ocean currents. Water currents beyond the depth. Water currents beyond the depth of 500 meter are known as deep water ocean currents. These currents are formed due to the differences in temperature and density of water in different parts of the ocean. This is known as thermohaline circulation. These currents flows till the seabed of the ocean. They flow like river continuously below the surface of the sea. See figure 5.5. Now, they have given the figure 5.5. This is the deep ocean currents. These are the ocean warm currents. Okay, when it flows, see the circulation part. This way it is going, this one, this side, and this is the cold currents. These are the red one are the warm currents which is flowing, and these are the cold currents, blue one. The differences in the temperature of various parts of the ocean is the major reason behind the deep sea currents. Warm water has a lower salinity and density. Such water comes to the surface of the sea. Cold water with high density goes down. This movement causes the deep sea water currents. See figure 5.6. Generally, the surface water near Greenland and Europe moves to more depth. This water moves to the Antarctica at these depths. Later, the water moves to the surface. Thus, the redistribution of the ocean currents keeps occurring. This redistribution takes around 500 years to complete. This type of movement is also known as conveyor belt. Now over here in this deep ocean currents paragraph, they have explained that water currents which are beyond the depth of 500 meter, they are called deep water ocean currents. These are formed due to the temperature and density of water in different parts of the ocean, which is known as the thermohaline circulation. Now this current flows till the seabed of the ocean, and the deep sea currents is the major reason for the differences in temperature. The warm water has lower salinity and density, and cold water has high density. The surface water which is near to the Greenland and Europe moves to more depths, and this water reaches to the Antarctica. This is called the redistribution of ocean currents, which keeps occurring and which takes 500 years to complete. This type of movement is known as conveyor belt. Importance of deep ocean currents. Due to the thermohaline circulation, movement of sea water occurs on a large scale. Because of this circulation, ocean water moves from the surface to the bottom and from the bottom to the surface. Warm water is transferred to the bottom from the surface, and the nutrient rich cold water is circulated to the surface. Now over here they have explained that due to the thermohaline circulation, sea water moves on a large scale. So this circulation gives ocean water to move from the surface to the bottom, and from the surface its nutrients is very rich, and the cold water is circulated to the surface. So the deep ocean currents in the oceans are caused by a large amount of sinking surface water. Now this is a knowledgeable. Do you know? These circular pattern of the movement of ocean currents give rise to a certain peculiar features in the ocean. Means whatever the movement of the ocean currents is there on the surface, it gives some features, like they are called Garys. They are called Garys. Now the Sargasso Sea in Atlantic Ocean is such an example. Now if I tell you there is a Sargasso Sea in Atlantic Ocean, over there you will see the Garys. Now it is marked by the circular pattern of the ocean currents. It does not have land boundaries and is only surrounded by ocean currents. It gets its name from the Sargassum seaweed. The water is still there, still here. This is the sea. This sea is 1100 km wide and 3200 km long. Now this is also a good one. Always remember, the ocean currents do not flow very close to the coast. They flow near to the lower limit of the continental shelf. This is the one reason. then even though the velocity of ocean currents is less, if I tell you the velocity of ocean current is less, the water which is flowing by them is immense. Under the influence of westerlies in the mid latitudes, the ocean currents flows from the west to east, but near to the equator they flow from east to west. Now if I tell you that ocean currents which in the westerlies part, the ocean currents flow in from which west to east, and near to the equator it flows from east to west. So this leads a circular pattern. Okay, so this was all about the chapter of ocean currents. Students, I hope you all have understood this chapter. Bye students, take care and have a nice day.